Hello everyone, welcome to IIRL, and tonight it's the final race in the season, Formula 2 for Saudi Arabia, and with all the championships sewn up, we've decided to do something different. We put a poll in the Discord earlier, and we gave the drivers the option of doing the normal format, or we could do a 100% race, red flags, safety cars, and just, try something different. As it's the last race in the season, everything's decided, so yeah, looking forward to it. So coming into the last race, obviously Steinus Reeks has won the championship. He's also looking to complete podiums in all 13 races this season, which would be an incredible achievement because there are some really good drivers here tonight. A couple of drivers, I think Bjorn is joining for the feature tonight, so it's unfortunate. Max isn't here tonight either. He was 2 points behind Sox going into this race, so he might have jumped Sox. Max 7th in the standings, so Sox has a chance to get ahead of Sebastian. 7 points behind Sebastian. Still might be quite difficult. David and Codcamper 3rd and 4th. 10 points separating those two, so Codcamper 30 points behind Bjorn, so Bjorn obviously missing the sprint. Cod might be able to take a few points out of that, but Bjorn can make it to the feature, so yeah, all good. 11 drivers tonight, but yeah, something different, and yeah, let's get into the action. And you join us back in time for the formation lap. We decided to go for the night race tonight. I think it's usually daytime for the sprint and nighttime for the feature race, so we decided to do night for both. So do the formation lap, reverse championship order tonight. So something different, something we're doing for the other tiers this week, so why not? So all the drivers don't have to make a pit stop, take the mediums all the way to the end. I think it's I can't remember how many laps it is. I think it's 18 laps. I might be wrong. So we've got TRC Deaton on pole position, currently bottom of the standings. I'm sure you wouldn't be happy for me to mention that. And then Captain Aiden, second place, Killian 3rd, Padge in 4th, Lex 5th, Walter 6th, Sox 7th, David in 8th, Codcamper 9th, and Steinus Reeks, the champion, in 10th. So all the quick guys being punished and being put at the back there. Serves you right. In all the success this season, it's punishment. I just turn the volume down, that seems very loud. So the cars pulling up for the grid. Good luck to all the drivers. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go for a sprint race. On board here with Killian. Looking for a move down the inside of Deaton. Deaton stays ahead. Lex behind. 4th. Steiner has already made 3 places up, which has been quite how it's been all season really. He's really good at getting late starts. Captain Aiden did jump the TRC Deaton up to first. Killian coming under a little bit of pressure from Lex behind. And Killian now right behind Deaton. I wonder what wings Deaton's using. He has been renowned in the past for using very low alpha setup, so I think on Tuesday he didn't run his traditional setup. And 3 cars there, 3 wide into the final corner. Steinos. On board here with Codcamper. Side by side with Steinos going into turn 1. The 3 on the inside, the contact there. And go back ahead. Codcamper did stay ahead, but Steinos got ahead. Unfortunately we missed that. And Lex right behind Killian now, and Killian looks like he's got good pace at the moment. Deaton ahead. Oh, there's a slight bit of contact there. Oh, that's not ideal. And that's caused Deaton to lose a couple of places. So it's 20 laps for the sprint, not 12. Yeah, we've got a feel for Deaton now. That definitely cost him a couple of places. Here we have Wooter. Has impressed me this season, has some solid results. He's finished all races in the points, 7 races, 7-point finishes. He's had a podium finish. And he's got a chance to jump up to 8th. He's currently 9th in the standings. And we're back with the champion. I'm going to get the move down on Codcamper, who went quite deep there. Steinos is now up to 5th. And Wooter up to 6th. Yeah, the Codcamper just went in a little bit too much. And Killian up to 2nd. Deaton in 3rd, so they both made a couple of places there. Deaton was down to 4th place, so they'd be pretty happy with that. It would be interesting to see if any clips get sent in there, because there was slight contact between Killian and Deaton, but I think all in all, I think they'll be satisfied to be still where they are. And Lex has got ahead of Deaton now. And Captain Aiden, my teammate, having a fantastic race, leading the way, 1.2 seconds ahead of Killian. It's really nice to see someone up the front, someone different up the front for a change. Brilliant. Oh! Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse strikes again. And that's gonna need a pit stop for Aiden. He's gonna have to come in and repair his front wing. That's awfully awful to see. He indeed retires in the pits. Can't blame him really. Such a shame. He was doing so well there as well. He was pulling away. It must have been a nice feeling to be leading the pack from his races. And now Lex, Steino's second and third. Killian leading the way. DRS, as we know, is very, very powerful. On board here with Lex. And it's pretty straightforward there. Coming under pressure from Steino's Weeks. Is he looking for a move around the out? Oh, apologies there, just flicked back too many places. Steino's Weeks gets himself into the lead. And David there just gets overtaken by Wouter, who is now up to 5th. Been a very good first season from David. He loves Formula 2. He joined to race in Formula 2. Not so keen on Formula 1 cars. David 4th in the standings, 10 points behind Codcamper. So if he did get a good result tonight, he could maybe jump him Codcamper up to 3rd. Asking a lot. David still looking for his first podium finish though, so 139 points from 12 races, very good, and he's finished all races in the points as well, so no DNF to his name. No commentator curses please. And Deaton is fallen 2.4 seconds now behind Killian. And it looks like he's going to come under it from attack from Wouter and David. And we're back now to the top 3. Lex might look for a move from Steinos into turn 1. On lap 6 now of 20. Driving on board here with Steinos. Ooh, you don't want to get on there. Look very around there, it's not all over the sausage curb there. Yeah, Killian's doing very well to keep up with the top 2, who we know are absolute aliens, you know. Killian, I think, used to be an alien back in season 4, in the good old days. And Wouter has made his way past Deaton, and David will be looking to do the same. David will get DRS and should be a straightforward move. Let's just see David pull to the right here and go down the inside. But maybe Deaton is using his low setup. Unless he had DRS there. Might. He's only done 3 races this season, but he finished all 3 races in the points. You just have to work sometimes, which is a great shame. David and CRC Deaton keeping up the Wooter. And David back ahead of CRC Deaton. Oh, there's a moment! There's a moment! A mistake! And Codcamper has dropped to 9th. That is such a shame. Oh, there's someone else in the war now. Unless that was Codcamper again. And David's still not able to get past Deaton. Deaton is renowned for being one of the toughest drivers to overtake, because he just runs such low downforce setup, so he enjoys driving fast down straights. Stanos just about ahead of Lex, and as I said, that Lex goes past and then Stanos gets it back. So those two are having a great battle up the front. They've said goodbye to Killian, they've pulled away, and Killian has got Wooter for company in the next lap or so. This is Killian's 4th race tonight. He's finished all races in the points, and he's averaging 10 points per evening. So, sprint and feature. Ooh, Lex having to take avoidant action there. Probably would have got a warning, and Wooter gets a 3-second time penalty. So that's not going to happen. He wants to get a podium. Oh, that's a difficult move there by Lex. He might actually lose DRS now. I mean, he will get DRS here, but oh, has he got an issue? Killian up to second. Walter up to third. So I wonder if Lex got some damage there. I think Stanos has made a mistake as well. Interesting. So got a four-way battle for the win now. But Walter carrying the 3-second penalty is not ideal. And we are at half distance in the race. We've still the feature to come afterwards, which will be 28 laps, 100% race. And a 3-second time penalty for Lex now. And this brings David and TLC Deaton back into the equation. So it could be a whole different podium as it stands. On board here with Killian in a net position of second currently. It's quite simple, he just has to keep doing what he's doing, keep his nose clean. Drivers around him making mistakes, picking up warnings. He's just got to keep his nose clean. Easier said than done. Steinos leading the way on lap 11 of 20, makes a mistake there. So that's another track warning, I presume. And now it's got Lex breathing down his neck. And another mistake from Steinos. Lex gonna get the move done here around the outside. He's trying it. Oh, he just had a little bit of oversteer there. And oh, Walter is up to second. And 3-second time penalty there for myself. Not going very well. A bit of wing damage, so you can imagine how enjoyable that was. Enough about that. What a great battle we're having in the sprint. Top 4. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. If I was Killian, I'd just be like holding back here, just hoping everyone just comes together or gets another penalty. He's in a great position here. He's got no pressure from behind. He's got David and Deaton behind. And you've got these guys going three wide into turn 1. Absolutely crazy scenes. Anna's coming together there. Walter and Steinos. Crazy scenes. Killian now up to second. Oh, a slight moment there. Slight moment from Killian there. He's feeling it. He's definitely feeling a bit of pressure. Steinos, of course, trying to win his 6th sprint race tonight. As we keep saying, it's been an absolutely incredible season for Steinos Roots. He's He's won the World Championship, he's won the Constructors' Championship. He's looking to win his 6th sprint win, and it would also be his 6th feature win if he can win the feature later on. But let's worry about that later. Currently, Wouter back up to 2nd, gets himself ahead of Killian, and David and Deaton are catching up. These guys are fighting so hard that they're being caught up from the cars behind. Wouter now gets back into the lead. Stardust drops to 2nd. Lex in 3rd, and Killian just have to try and not get the dreaded time penalty. He's got to try stay in DRS at this point in the race. As we were saying, a very good battle between David and Chelsea Deaton. Deaton having a very good race, showing very good pace, showing very good consistency. Not more you can do really, is there? Nice to see Deaton having a very good battle. And I think Killian might have just dropped out of DRS here, but because they're battling so hard, going 2 wide, 3 wide through some of these corners, Killian is going to be very happy and get DRS back. Lex now looking to go around the outside of Steinos. Might get the move down on Wouter. Wouter there, going side to side. And oh my god. Lex back into the lead. Wouter, I think he's still in 2nd, ahead of Steinos. And Killian just driving a very mature race, making no little mistakes. And trying to keep it clean. Lex now has pulled out a DRS. So this would be a good time in the race to start pulling away. We know he's got the pace. But can he deliver? David now. David and TLC Deaton are within DRS now of Killian. For those who don't know who Killian is, that's SV5 Scuderia. Huge F1 fan. Used to support Alpine, now supports Haas. Might have got a wall in there. I think he's just outside of DRS, unfortunately, for Killian. But the top three are battling so hard that there's always a chance of getting back in there. He could come under some pressure from David and Deaton. Deaton gets himself, he was looking to get himself ahead of David, but I think David stayed ahead. And oh my god, these two side by side. And a 3-second time penalty for Sark. Steinos gets himself ahead of Wouter. And Lex has gone. He's clocked out. And as we were saying, because Steinos and Wouter are battling so hard, Killian is able to get back into DRS. And he's pulling along David and TLC Deaton along with him. This is fantastic stuff. Lap 15 of 20. Starting to get a bit spicy. It's heating up. And I think Lex must have made a mistake because he was out of DRS and now Stynos is back in there. Stynos is ahead, I think, for the DRS detection. So the top 6 cars all within DRS. What could go wrong? But Killian has actually dropped out of DRS now. This is not good for him. He was looking rosy a couple of laps ago. And now Killian coming under some pressure from David. TLC Deaton unfortunately has picked up a time penalty, which would currently keep him in 6th place. Move to that. Very lucky we didn't get a warning for that. Already has a penalty. That corner is so difficult. So much understeer. And Killian again coming under some pressure from David now because Killian does not have DRS. Stynos now will be looking to make a move on to Lex. Might just choose to stay behind until the DRS detection. And he does. David gets himself ahead of Killian, so we will miss that. There are a lot of big battles going on at the latter stage of this race. Lap 17, that's the lap of the race from Lex. And Stynos looks down the inside and gets the move done. He's back into first. Very nice helmet design. And as we were saying, David did get himself ahead of Killian. But they have fallen quite far behind, so what was looking like a nice podium for Killian is looking very unlikely now. So at best now he might be looking maybe just to try and get fourth. They help each other with DRS. Bjorn has joined. Ooh, a mistake! A mistake from Lex there, and has that cost Walter some time? It has cost him a bit of time. Very unfortunate there from Lex, and David is almost back into DRS. Just a tenth less and he would have had DRS again. But as it stands, Stynos is looking like the winner here. Just got to keep it clean. The other two drivers have penalties, and he'll be looking at his 6th sprint win. On board here with Walter. Showing some very good form tonight. Wouter looking for his second podium on the sprint. And I think I mean, as it stands, David and Killian will jump up to second, maybe third at the moment, but they've got to not lose any time. Currently the top 8 was all score points. The penultimate lap. And Deton very close behind Killian. Killian has lost DRS now to David, so that's not ideal. David has an outside chance of maybe getting a second place here, which would be an unbelievable result given where he started early in the race. Sometimes it pays to keep it clean. Killian's so close to being back in DRS. The reason I talk about it so much is because it's so powerful here. It can gain you so much lap time, and it can make you look silly when you don't have it. Make you look like you're so slow, but yeah, it's a huge weapon. I think Deton might show us how powerful DRS is as we approach the final lap of the sprint. And Deton there gets himself ahead of Killian. But Killian brakes very late into turn 1 there and says, "You are not coming through." Got a yellow flag. That might be socks. No, it's Wouter. It's not socks, it's Wouter. Wouter has retired on the last lap. That's unbelievable. Because he was looking like he was maybe going to scrape a podium. And he's DNF. Now this means all the top 8 drivers that finished will all score points. We have to have known what happened. It's a shame we missed that. Congratulations to Wouter, who was having a fantastic race. Commentator's curse strikes again. And just a few corners remain. Lex did get himself ahead of Stanos, but the track penalty is going to cost him as Stanos Reeks wins his 6th sprint of the season. Congratulations to Stanos. Lex, I think, will keep 2nd place, and an unlikely podium from David, getting himself up to 3rd. Codcamper somehow getting up to 4th. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was a glitch, because I was presuming it was going to be Killian. Maybe he got a penalty on the last lap. Might have missed that. TRC Deton in 6th. Sox came home in 7th. And Majestic not so majestic tonight. We've come home in 8th. Pretty good stream though, I must say. And that's a wrap for the sprint. So congratulations to Starnos Reeks, wins his 6th sprint of the season. And he'll be looking for more glory in the feature race, which will be coming up very soon. 100% race, which was voted for by the drivers, which will be 28 laps, 1 mandatory pit stop, mediums to super softs, or super softs to the mediums, whatever floats your boat. Welcome back everyone, and shortly we will be getting ready for the feature race. Quite an exciting sprint race, I thought. I'm still not sure what happened to Killian at the end, because it looked like he had an outside chance of a 3rd or 4th result. But yeah, we'll have to see if anything happened there. So, drivers on the formation lap. Deaton, the only driver starting on the super soft tyre. All the other drivers on the medium. In the sprint race, Lex managed to score 9 points, which moved himself up a place in the standings. Managed to move himself ahead of Ruffwell up to 8th, and then goes 2 points behind. Goes 2 points behind Ruffwell. And David closed in on Codcamper by that point. So only 9 points separate them now going into the final race of the season. It's looking like Codcamper would be doing very badly not to keep that position. But, they're still all to play for. They've both had very good seasons. The only two drivers that actually used no assists in the Formula 2 is David and Codcamper. They don't use line, ABS, any assists, so full respect to that. Maybe Ruffwell as well, I don't think he used line either, so it's quite impressive if you ask me. For the feature race, Bjorn has managed to join. And the car's now just coming to the grid. And will we be starting on board with anyone tonight? Doesn't look like it. All the drivers get off the line, and Lex leads into turn 1 just ahead of Killian. All drivers get away nice and cleanly. So far so good. And oh my god, we've had a few cars spun around. Oh, Killian and Padge have lost out massively there. I'm not sure what happened there, but that should not be happening on that shouldn't be happening on a 100% race. patience. You know, you've got to be patient sometimes, especially in a long race like this. You might as well just do a 5-lap race, you know. It's one thing being very fast. It's another thing, you know, being patient and waiting for your chance, you know. There's a saying, you can't win it. You can't win it at the first corner, but you can lose it. And, yeah, that was not good to see. But anyway, that aside, Lex has a very nice advantage. 1.3 ahead of Wouter, who will be looking for better in the feature race. Codcamper 3rd, TLC Deaton 4th, David 5th, Softon 6th, Bjorn 7th, Steinos 8th, Killian 9th, and then adjusted at the back there with more wing damage. And Wouter's retired in the pits. And a severe collision between... Oh, he hasn't retired in the pits, it's a safety car. My mistake. A collision between Bjorn and Steinos. Wowzer. I did not see this coming. Wow. Will any of the drivers decide to pit? So, not a good night for Wouter. 0 points on the board. But he will remain 9th in the standings. No, actually, Wouter drops to 10th in the standings, so still finishes in 10th. 14, maybe 12 points ahead of Padge, maybe 11. So will any of the drivers decide to pit? Or any of the drivers with damage decide to pit? Looks like we've got someone coming in. Is it Deaton? Deaton pits. He's giving up a lot of positions here. Got Bjorn in the pits as well. And Steinos. So 3 drivers into the pits. Drivers will have a delta and they have to try not to go over it, otherwise they will have to serve a drive-through penalty. So anyway, we will get started for the restart in due course. So I presume a safety car will be in at the end of this lap, on lap 4. I hope to get the racing going again. So we've had a few drivers, Deaton, Bjorn, Steinos, all in the pits to change their tyres. And now we will wait until Lex decides to go for the restart. Taking very long here to get this restart underway. A lot of drivers will be struggling with pressures here. This is quite dangerous. And he goes, he's gone. Have any drivers been caught napping here? Oh, this could be 4 wide here into turn 1. Not the best camera angle we've ever seen, but it's not looking too bad. Pretty good restart all in all. Lex leading the way, ahead of Codcamper. Sock in 3rd, David 4th, Killian 5th, Stanos 6th, Deacon 7th, Bjorn 8th, and Majestic in 9th. It's unusual for him to be that far back. He must have damage or something. But Lex already out of DRS, so Codcamper will be looking to gain, and gain fast. Wow, Lex is absolutely nailing it. He's gone. He's left Codcamper for dust. And Sock's trying so hard to keep within the seconds. It's easier said than done. David coming under some pressure from Killian. And he's got the champion behind in the form of Stanos. And we know what that means. Full attack. Next sets the fastest lap of the race. 1:45.1. Race lap record is a 39.6, so they've got a long way to go before they can beat that. Obviously the cars are still full of fuel. They will have to pit again at some point in the race for the softer tyre, which will be the super soft tyre. And the driver that set that time is no longer in the league, but it's Nicky. So 39.6. Let's see if anyone can beat that later in the race. If we can remember that. And David there just goes in a bit too hot there. Down to 6. And Bjorn has overtaken him. And Codcamper doing a lot better now. He's back in within DRS of Lex. Lap 7 of 28, still a long way to go. Still a lot can happen. Very early days in this race. 100% race. And top drivers from 3rd to 7th, all within DRS, Killian just outside of it. Bjorn putting some pressure now on Socks. Big thanks to Socks for hosting again tonight. Has done an incredible job this season with hosting the lobbies. Really do appreciate it. And oh, again, that's just dangerous. Going free wide into the last corner is just silly, really. There's no need for it. It's just too big a risk, really. And Socks is going to have serious damage now because of that. And it's not his fault. It's impatience from the drivers, again. You know, it's one thing being really fast, but you know, if you really want to be highly respected, having great racecraft is what people look at, you know? But Bjorn is in a good position now because he's got no one ahead of him, so he's got clean air. He's out of DRS from David, and we know Bjorn's got very good pace, and he should be able to use it now. Codcamper into the lead, ahead of Lex. He's coming under pressure now from Bjorn. My apologies, Lex. It's Lex behind Codcamper, and Lex now looking to go down the inside. Very good there. Move from Lex. They've both got a very nice lead on the cars behind, and they could probably help each other by pulling away with the help of DRS, just so they don't lose any time. And then, you know the saying, work smart, not hard. They both could do that here. Starnos trying to get back in within DRS of Bjorn. He'd be very fortunate if he doesn't have any damage. Contact with Sark. Have to find out if there's any clips been sent in later on. In fact, I can probably have a look now. Ooh, 6 clips sent in so far. One from the sprint. 1 from the sprint and 5 from the feature race. So it will be interesting to see what will happen with those. But as we said, there have been some questionable moves. It's a long race, 100% race, and there's just no need to take such risks. But not everyone has, you know, some people are very quick, but make mistakes. Some just don't have such great racecraft. Nobody's, you know, not everyone is perfect. Everyone has weaknesses. Everyone has something to work on, whether it's qualifying pace, race pace, knowing when to attack the car ahead, knowing when to hold back, keeping the car out of trouble. It's a bit like chess. It's all about strategy, knowing when to make the right move, and not falling into someone's trap. So this race is absolutely flying by, already on lap 10. And Bjorn's still 4 seconds behind Codcamper, who has got himself back into the lead. So Codcamper and Lex doing very well, working in harmony. 1 and 2 at the moment. CLC Deton coming under some pressure from Killian. And got a feel for Socks in the background there. No fault of his own, just getting damaged. And yeah, it's just such a shame. As we said, he's done a great job for hosting the last few rounds. And then gets taken out really. It's unfortunate, and I've got to feel bad for him. And Killian gets ahead of Deton with his low downforce setup. You just know he's running something very, very low. And Lex almost without alpha DRS from Codcamper, 9.5 tenths. Bjorn has got the gap down now to 3.4, and Steinos is now falling way back, 1.4 behind now. With Killian coming under attack from Deton again. Lex back ahead of Codcamper, and they've both managed to pull a few tenths clear of Bjorn in third. And Deton looks to get himself back ahead of Killian. Can Killian get himself back ahead into turn 1? Not on this occasion. So the next question is, when will drivers decide to make pit stops? The medium tyre has so far got to lap 12, maybe lap 16. I think the super softs can get to the end. So maybe in the next few laps you might see some attempts for the undercut, perhaps from Codcamper or Lex. Still all to play for, a lot could happen. And we're back up to the lead. And Bjorn only 1.8 seconds now behind Lex, who has briefly dropped out of DRS but has quickly got back in there, hence saying briefly. And Bjorn, as we said, in clean air is an absolute alert. This race could be decided by a pit stop, or just going longer and having fresher tyres at the end. And having the help of DRS can also help. The driver currently has a time penalty, which is it's always good to see. maybe Codcamper let Lex through there just so he could get DRS. And Codcamper gets back into the lead as we reach half distance of this 100% feature race. And since the stops will be happening very soon, we are on board with Bjorn, who has impressed very much this season in the F2. He has won races in assist Tier 1 in the past, and in no assist, I believe, on his debut at Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. He had a pole position as well. Unfortunately getting a 3-second time penalty, obviously racing with damage. Padge did do well, also having damage, gets a time penalty there. So the advantage that he would have got, he lost straight away. Top 9 will all score points, so they can make it to the end. Now it looks like Bjorn is within DRS now of the top 2, and he's left Steiners for dead at one point in the race, and Bjorn with 42.9. Very good lap time there. So maybe the race record can be beaten later on in the race when they put the soft tyres on, super soft tyres. Now Bjorn right behind Lex and Codcamper. They've been there all race, fighting it out at the front. Lex having a move down the inside there. Not the best place to make a move, because even if you get the move done, you're costing each other time to the cars behind. And Codcamper and Bjorn get themselves ahead of Lex. That's the beauty of DRS, it's so powerful. And now Bjorn. I don't know if Codcamper got DRS, I'm not sure, he might have done. But Lex is coming back. And Codcamper, they're trying to defend the inside. Still in the lead, but not for much longer. As Bjorn gets himself into the lead. And oh, that's a risky move down the inside. But Bjorn makes it. It's a very good move from Bjorn. Lex just ahead of Codcamper. And yeah, good move from Bjorn. Just ahead of Lex. It could have gone too wide through there, but that would have been a little bit silly. I mean, we know what happened earlier in the race when that happened. And Lex likes this move. Bjorn blocking the move, saying you ain't coming through there, son. All this battling is what Steiners back into contention, because Steiners was 3 seconds behind, and now he's only just over a second behind Codcamper. So it just goes to show it's all about making the moves at the right time, so the cars behind don't gain on you. Strategy. Taking your moments. Lex back into the lead. And Bjorn, very good racecraft there, leaving the car width for Codcamper. And they go 3 wide again into turn 1. Codcamper behind Bjorn. Such a great battle this. It's what we love to see. We love to see people racing so close at the front, and we love to see them racing clean and fair. This is brilliant. This is how it's done. This is how we do it. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So I imagine pit stops will be happening very, very soon. Just looking through the field, David down in 5th, 5 seconds ahead of TRC Deton, and Killian in 7th, 2 seconds back, and a race to see forget for Padge and Sock, who are just probably at this point in the race paying for a safety car, praying for a miracle. Such a great camera angle that. And Bjorn loves that move down the inside. Codcamper back into the lead. And are they going to pit? Codcamper pits. With 10 laps remaining, that could be a very, very good decision there from Codcamper to pit. So Bjorn takes over the lead with Lex right behind, and Steinos has joined the party, and he has DRS. So as we were saying, 10 laps remaining. When will the top 3 decide to pit? They know Codcamper will be putting in some very hot laps times now. And he comes out in clean air. 3.8 seconds behind Killian. So he's got no one holding him up. But he doesn't have DRS, so that could come into play. Will any of these 3 decide to pit on at the end of this lap? Time will tell. And Lex looking down the inside of Bjorn. And will he decide to pit now? Looks like he is. No, he's not pitting. Very, very interesting. Bjorn back into the lead. And Steinos goes up to 2nd. And a little moment there from Lex, losing the back end. Too much throttle input. We have some more pit stops. David and Killian into the pits. Codcamper moves himself up to 5th. Still has clean air. Ooh, we've got a rare mistake there from Bjorn. He loses the lead to Steinos. And that's very easy to happen there in sector 1. If you just get the wrong line into one of the corners, it can make you look like a novice. how close these are. Bjorn just ahead. And looks like Stanos is going to drop to third. And they all stay out. Very interesting. And 3 wide into turn 1. Lex back into the lead. Bjorn up to second. And a mistake. A mistake from Steinos. And he's lost a lot of time. 142.08 from Codcamper. Not as much quicker than the medium tyre, so that's interesting. Maybe he's not taking too much life out of the tyre, but Steinos has lost a lot of time there. You won't be happy with that. So this could be a good moment for the top 2 to make a pit stop now, especially with Steinos down in 3 seconds back now. The worst thing they could do now is battle hard and lose all the time that they've gained. It would be quite sensible to pit now. Their tyres would be 2 laps younger as well. It would be a smart decision for one of them to pit, but they stay out. Steinos probably did the correct thing there to pit. Bjorn and Lex could live to regret that. So Codcamper moves ahead of Steinos and gets himself ahead of Deton with the help of DRS. That would have been very well timed. Steinos still in the pits, and he exits behind Deton. So perfect first stint of the race from Codcamper, and he's making it count right now. With both Lex and Bjorn still to pit. Steinos also has clean air, as the top 2, Lex and Bjorn, are in the pits. So the interesting thing now, will Steinos get out ahead of them? Deton carries on. Codcamper back into the lead, but his tyres are 4 laps older, which could come back to haunt him. But so far, it's looking very good for Codcamper, and he's got a little buffer with TLC Deton in second, which could help him or hinder him. Steinos did come out behind Bjorn, but he was 3 seconds behind, and now the gap is now just over a second. So the overcut hasn't really not really gone too badly for Bjorn and Lex. They will have one lap younger tyres than Steinos. So it's all to play for, really. And Socks and Padge at the back. Hopefully for some better luck on Sunday for the final race of the season in assist here, which also is reverse championship. Bjorn, sorry, David there just going a bit wide. Might have got a warning there. Just going through the pack, and we're back up now to the lead. Lex gets himself up. Bjorn gets ahead of Lex, and Steinos is there now. As we were saying, Steinos does have an extra lap on his tyres. That shouldn't really come into it much. Shouldn't make much difference. There's 5 laps remaining now, and I think he might have been a mistake there throwing from there, because he's dropped down to 5th. I think he got onto the sausage curb. It's unfortunate. Just reached the 10 gig mark on the recording. Apologies for that. And Lex gets himself ahead of Bjorn. They both trail 7 seconds to Codcamper, so just 4 laps remaining now. Codcamper will see the gap coming down lap by lap. It's just got to focus on hitting all the braking zones, getting good exits, and just focus on your driving. Don't worry about the cars behind. Just do what you have to do. And that's all you can do, really. Just focus on yourself. No point worrying about what the others are doing. Just do you. And the gap now down to 5.5 seconds. This could be a heartbreaking moment for Codcamper. Has had 4 podiums this season, but yet to win a feature race. Could tonight be the night? As Lex gets himself back ahead of Bjorn, and then Bjorn will get it back with DRS, no doubt. And Steinos just having a little look at the cars battling ahead. But with each passing lap, they are closing in on Codcamper. The gap now down to 4.4 seconds. It's coming down second each lap. But as we were saying, Codcamper just has to keep doing what he's doing. Focus on each apex, each exit, and just try and minimise the deficit. And Bjorn gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be massive. That's going to be very, very big as it stands. So he's 3.8 behind Codcamper. That's the equivalent now of being almost 6.5 seconds behind. So that will now put Lex up to second, Starnus up to third, and Bjorn will be off the podium. The race is absolutely flown by. Unless you've had damage for the majority of the race, then it's not been much fun. And Lex trying to overtake Steinos around the outside. Looks like he's got it done. Steinos isn't giving it up. He sends it down the inside ahead of Bjorn. Bjorn knows he is carrying the penalty now, so maybe he's not going to battle so hard now. Just 2 laps remaining. The gap is almost just less than 3 seconds. Codcamper will be praying they don't get within DRS on the last lap. And a mistake from Lex. A mistake from Lex. He goes over the sausage curve. They've all gone off. I think they all went off there. And Lex now has dropped to 4th and is now 2 seconds back. And he's got no DRS to help. Drama on lap 26 of 28. Steinos now is, and a mistake from Bjorn now. What is going on? Crazy scenes. So Bjorn is just less than 3 seconds down behind Codcamper, carrying the penalty. And Steinos reeks. He can taste blood here. He can get ahead now into the last corner of Bjorn, but he is potentially giving up DRS here. And this could mean Bjorn can get back ahead of Steinos if he really wants to. And Codcamper can see the cars gaining on him. The gap is 2.8 seconds, 2.7. And it's dropping all the time, 2.6. And Bjorn did get back ahead of Steinos. I don't know if Codcamper will be happy about that or not, but we know still that Steinos will have DRS. But he will be happy to see Bjorn has got a penalty. One lap to go after this lap. It's still all in the balance. The gap now 2 seconds. The undercut from Codcamper is looking like an absolute treat. It's looking absolute brilliant move from Codcamper to start with that undercut. His tyres are 4 laps older. Unbelievable. And I think he could be the only driver this season to win in assist here, no assist, and Formula 2. I don't think any other driver's done that. I could be mistaken. And we are on the final lap. Codcamper 1.6 seconds now ahead of Bjorn, with Steinos so close behind. Oh, unbelievable scenes here at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. The final race of the season. Will it be won by Codcamper, or can Steinos find something on the very last lap? He needs a champion's drive on the last lap here. unbelievable scenes. And Codcamper's still just out of DRS from Bjorn. But I think Bjorn might just get it. I think Bjorn just hit the wall there. And yes, Bjorn is within DRS and he does have it. He has DRS. This could come down to the last corner. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. And oh my god, Codcamper just has to spot his braking, not lock up, not go wide. And it's going to be all about the exit out of the final corner. And that looks absolutely perfect from Codcamper. And Bjorn is right behind, but he just carried the penalty. But Codcamper wins the feature race. Congratulations to Codcamper. His first win of the season in Formula 2, and it comes right at the end. Stans Reeks jumps up to second. Codcamper drops to third. It looks like Lex finishes in fourth. David comes home in fifth, ahead of Killian, SV5 Scuderia. TLC Deaton will come home in seventh, ahead of Sox in eighth and Padge in ninth. Great job from Codcamper to win. And yeah, third place in the end for Codcamper, staying ahead of David, who also scored some good points. Sox didn't quite score enough points to build himself ahead of Sebastian. So Sox will stay in sixth. Might have dropped to seventh as Max turned up tonight. Walter had a good chance to jump up to seventh, but had two DNFs tonight. And Lex gets himself up to eighth in the standings. Congratulations to Codcamper. As we were saying, the only driver I think this season who's had a win in no assist here and Formula 2. Massive congratulations to Codcamper. Brilliant drive, brilliant strategy call. He would have been sweating at the end. And he even changed his flag to Dutch. Something about being Dutch. That means you've got a chance of glory. So congratulations to the top two. I mean, the top three. It's always special to get onto the podium. Codcamper winning ahead of Steinos, Bjorn in third. Looks like the results aren't got the load, which is very unfortunate. Big thank you to everyone who gets to watch this. Obviously, it's I like to edit these streams and put out a stream for everyone to watch. I know they're not. So I know it's not the same as watching it live, but it's better than nothing, as they're saying. It's it's coming up to 2 a.m. so should probably get some shut eye. But yeah, just want to thank everyone for giving us an exciting season in Formula 2. Big thanks to the likes of Max, Bjorn, Wouter, Lex, who have turned up and helped out with the numbers this season, reserving most weeks. It's been great, and we've got the likes of Starnos, Codcamper, David, Sox, myself, Ruffwell, Killian as well, turn up for most of the weeks, and it means a lot. It means a lot when the drivers turn up. And, Starnos 12 races, Codcamper 10, David 12, Sox 12, myself 11 races, and it all counts. So massive thank you to everyone that turned up most weeks and gave us a great show. And hopefully when we do this again in the future, we'll have more drivers on the grid, and hopefully we can have regular streams as well. I would probably be up for streaming the races if we can get probably 15, 16 if we do this in the future, because I think the cars are so much fun to drive. But anyway, enough of me yapping, and congratulations again to Stars Weeks, who not only won the championship, he won the Constructors' Championship and also had a podium finish in all 13 races. So what an achievement that is. He is definitely going down as the podium king in season 8. So big thank you to everyone who turned up tonight. Big thanks to Sox for hosting the race. And yeah, we've got one more round to go on Sunday for assist tier, reverse championship grid. Exciting. We've got a very close championship battle between Codcamper and Jakob for the championship. 30 points separate them, but we do have the reverse sprint, and then we have the short qualifying, and then we will have the 50% race. So there's still 25, 26, there's still like 36 points on the table, so it's still all to pay for. But Codcamper does need like 5-6 points to be the champion, and then the Constructors is also looking very close. 17 points separate Aston Martin, who are leading ahead of Red Bull, so hopefully it can be very close at the end. Alpine are going to be third, and Williams 2 points ahead of VCarb, so good battle for fourth there as well, so which is all to play for. So yeah, I look forward to that. GD to everyone, and have a nice weekend everyone. Speak to you soon. Ciao.